Turn the music off.
Oh, we're live, people. Welcome to Deliciously Nothing. This is Reverend Muffington.
This is El Poño Classico and comedian Monty Hicks.
And this is Ginni Lewis.
Hi.
Yay!
Thank you for braving the coronavirus. We're all doing good.
Yes.
We are doing good.
Alive and healthy.
So far.
So far.
But don't you agree that there's a fairly large excess of people on the roads right now?
There is.
There is.
It's like everyone's.
Absolutely.
Everyone's not caring now. Everyone's like, okay, we were scared last week. This week we're like, no, we're not. If I go
Well, that's
to
the way
the
I
store,
get it.
I'm not worried about it. Because
Where I work is considered essential. So
Yeah, same
I
here.
go there, but then like where I'm there, people aren't there to buy essential items. They're buying like car wash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, they're just out like it's another day. This dude said to me yesterday, he was just, I asked him to stay back. We have this blue line.
Yeah.
So you cannot come up to me unless, it's
Look at
beyond
the
that line.
thing.
Yeah. And this dude walked right up to me. It's like, dude, man, say, the blue line. It's like, oh, I don't worry about that. If you get sick, you get sick. And I was like, dude, that's a fucked
a hell
up
of an
thing.
attitude to have.
yeah. And he goes, well, if you die, it's your time to come. It's between you and God. And I'm just like,
Oh, good
fucking
Lord.
Christians, man.
I would have coughed on him. I
Ah,
would've coughed, I
No,
would've
because
wiped
in
my
this
hands
day and
like
age,
this.
he could sue me and probably win the way the crooked court systems are.
Oh,
All right, so we do have a guest tonight, and we are going to start some shots. This is a drinking show.
she don't do shots, but I'll
She
do the
doesn't do
shots.
shots?
I'll do it.
All right,
he's going to do it for me.
there you go.
Oh my God, I'm not doing two.
That means I have to drive back, I'm sure.
You got a glass
There's
over
several up.
Yeah, we have 5 over here,
there? Yeah. We
and
got
then
one
she has
for you.
hers.
She's got one. Oh, I won't have this one. She use that one. But you've got to use the fucking hand to
I'm
talk.
not gonna use the fucking hand.
So we're trying to make a puppet.
Ah!
Just use,
I totally forgot about
put
that.
Her hand
Behind the
down.
camera. That's the
She could
thing.
just have her hand pop
But
up and
my
just
hand
say, "Hey,"
comes up.
and
Oh, I see.
but she
Yeah.
won't do it.
Oh,
She'll do it to demonstrate what we're talking about, but she won't do it. It's rather annoying.
Just you and me.
is there a reason
That's
for
me.
that?
Because
Is there a reason for that?
Because I'm asking her to.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Just to fuck with them.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
We need a dirty sock and some eyeballs to put on it.
Why is it gotta be a dirty sock?
Because that'll be funnier.
It'll definitely be a black sock.
Definitely.
It needs to be a black sock.
With some big googly
With
eyes.
big googly eyes, a red thing for the tongue.
I wonder if going and buying sock puppet materials is considered essential.
You got the Hobby Lobby
I
is
think it
closed.
should be. Oh, the Hobby
They go to
Lobby.
Michael's. Go to
Walmart.
Michael's. Right there at the
Walmart.
Vanderbilt.
Wait. Walmart is open.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can buy
And
Walmart.
you
that.
have to go single file to get in there. And
Do you
once you're in
really?
there- oh,
It's been a while since
yeah.
I've been on Walmart.
I was there today, so I know.
Single file.
Yeah,
What are we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
third
you
grade
have
like
to go
that
in
here.
single file, at least the one that I went to. And you get inside and you go anywhere you want. Nobody's monitoring you inside. And I got in the line to check out.
Are they just keeping a certain amount of people
Oh,
in the
well,
building?
listen to this. This is priceless. I get into line and I'm like 6 feet behind the guy. And this stupid woman gets in front of me. And I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'm in line." She's, "Oh, well, excuse me. I'm so sorry." I said, "That's perfectly all right. The line is right behind me." So the guy in front of me gets pissed off at me.
You? What
Of me. I'm not doing my story. Anyway, so I look at him with this dismayed look on my face, like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And he's all mad at me. I said, "I'm sorry, sir," but I said, "She's supposed to be behind me." "I know," he said. "I think you were rude."
Huh?
I said, "Really? Okay, whatever." And I just stood there and I didn't say another word. He put her in front of me. He said, "Would you like to go in front?" And she said, "Oh, I certainly would." Now, this woman is stupid. She's wearing a mask, but no gloves. And I'm thinking, you are dumb. And she's patting everybody. And she comes at me and I'm like, no, thanks. And she's patting everybody on the shoulder and all. And I thought, this broad is really stupid.
Yeah.
So
She's
anyway,
doing that on purpose.
I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, so she finally checks out, and he looks at me. He said, "Would you like to go in front of me?" And I said, "Why, thank you, sir. That is so kind of you." And I thought to myself, "You son of a bitch." You let her go in front. Of course, you're going to let me go in front. So I checked out and I turned around and said, "Thank you so much, sir." Idiot.
All right, shot time
To the idiots.
to the idiots.
Oh, God, and they're plentiful, aren't they?
They are. They really are.
And they don't get any smarter as they get older either.
No.
So I'll tell you how I first met our porn star here. I met her.
You were watching. Called her up and you watched it.
I met her at a swinger club, and somebody told me that she used to do porn. I'm like, what? They said, yeah, her name is Ginni Lewis. You can look her up. She's all over the internet. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
I'm sure you looked her up as soon as you
Immediately.
Of course he did.
Immediately.
Of course, yeah.
And yes, she's in the category of MILF, I guess you can call it now, or older porn, and 40 plus, 50 plus.
40 plus.
40 plus.
I like 40 plus.
But what's very interesting to me is that she still is sexually active. How old are you again?
I'm 80.
It gives you something to
I
look
am.
for.
I'm 80 years old.
Still
I'm
knocking
old.
them back.
Wow.
And I have a guy that's in his early 50s that is my boyfriend. I call him Sancho.
Sancho.
Yeah,
Do you know what that means?
Sancho?
Yeah.
It's Mexican for something.
It's Mexican for lover boy. That's why I call him Sancho. That way nobody else knows who he is. They don't know where I live. They have no idea who I am. They think I'm somebody else altogether, and I'm not going to
Where
correct
you
them.
live?
Where I
Yeah.
live? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't want them to know who I really am. You kidding? They'd throw me
No.
out of there.
Yeah, they throw you out.
And believe me, I can't afford to live at these prices today. I need to be in senior housing.
So yes, we've been friends ever since. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You do porn? I'm like, she's like, yeah.
I didn't start till I was in my late 40s
That's funny.
when I started. It was in 1986, 87 when I started. So I was,
Do you remember the name of your first one?
yeah, by ourselves in Las Vegas. It was 3 girls.
All right.
That was the first movie I ever made.
You name it, she's done it all.
Just about.
Just about.
Did you ever have a disaster on set? Was there something that
I knew these questions were going to come from him.
No, not really, because whatever didn't turn out, we would just kind of turn it around and it would be fine. I mean, if the guy couldn't come, I'd throw him off the set and get somebody else. No big deal.
a stunt cock?
Yeah,
Stunt cock.
we just made it a comedy.
Oh,
no
love
biggie.
it.
There really is a stunt cock, though. It's
There's-
Yeah,
there's
there really
fluffers.
is. Yeah.
I know there's fluffers in between dates
So if you
and
can't
stuff.
get it up, they got to send somebody else in there.
And believe me, that happens too.
Does
There's
it?
this one guy, listen to this. There's one guy, he was like about 30 years old, and he'd been doing porn for at least 10, 15 years. And he got to the point where he had to stick a needle in his penis in order to get it up. Honest?
What was it? Okay, was he injecting something or was it
Yeah.
just
Oh,
filling in there? And
No, he was injecting
it's
something
injecting something.
Jesus Christ.
to get it up
What year was this?
in the 80s.
Oh, damn.
Mhm.
Ask.
Ask.
Go ahead, ask me anything you want.
That's why we're friends. Because I got friends in all kind of places, low places. I got friends
Low
everywhere,
places.
and I cherish our friendship. We've
Did
had
you prefer doing girl porn or guy on girl porn?
Oh, I like guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do girl on girl,
yeah.
but
I've seen videos.
actually, the person I really enjoyed doing girl on girl with was Nina Hartley.
No shit.
Okay?
I know her too.
Yeah. Okay.
You know
she
who
and
she
I
is?
used to.
Yeah, she's been in Howard Stern a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Any fetish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you like to know?
Ah.
S&M.
S&M.
No, anything weirder, like, I don't know.
Weirder than S&M.
What do they call it? What is it?
Body modification.
No, what is it? What is it called? Golden showers.
Yeah, I've been
Um,
exposed to that a time or two. Not by
yeah.
choice, but
My choice,
Let's see. Some men like to be put in diapers.
that comes under S&M or B&D
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
is what that comes under. Yeah, there's all kinds of that. You remember when the movie came out, 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was a disappointment.
Everybody was
Yeah.
talking about it, and then when
It
I
was
went,
such a disappointment.
what the heck is this? This is nothing.
It was
Yeah.
no big deal
But those are
whatsoever.
housewives that have never had any type of life experience, and they're seeing that for the first time. and
It was
fucking
very
the fuck up.
upsetting.
It's
They
like
made such a
starter
big deal
porn.
out of it.
Starter
And then when I
porn.
saw it, I
Starter
was just
porn.
like,
I was disappointed.
I was too.
One of the girls said that, wasn't that disgusting? And I went,
What?
really? I said, I really didn't see anything that was
Yeah.
So bad.
to make a comment about. I said it was just a movie, no big deal. Of course, they thought I was a little racist by saying that. But
So you've been doing this for 40 years.
mhm.
What was the most odd thing you've ever done?
Look at her talking. Okay, go ahead.
2 guys fucking me in my pussy at one time.
Well,
Wow.
You asked?
do you happen to have one in the ass at the same time?
No,
How
I
can you
won't
get
let
three
them go
back?
there.
How can you get three?
No back door.
No back door.
No back
whatsoever.
door. Uh-uh.
Okay.
I won't do that.
She's over there taking notes.
Oh, your video froze.
Uh-oh.
We're still showing it's on your end.
Well, it ain't showing yet.
Restart the whole page.
What do you think I'm doing?
Being a hooker and bitching about it? Jeez. Wow.
Hold on, let's see
You
what's going
guys.
on.
Seen all this good stuff. It's going to go to waste. What a
So,
shame.
do they call that double clutch or what was the name of that? DP, double penetration.
Double penetration is one
Yeah.
in each.
How
But-
does that even work?
These guys were good. One came
Yeah, but
in front of me and one was behind me. They went together.
yeah, but
That means they have to touch.
They
That's what
were-
you're
I
saying.
know, but
They were young and they were long, but they were thin. Ta-da! You
They're
asked.
skinny. They're skinny
See,
and
there's
tall, too, weren't they?
entertainment in everybody you
Yeah,
talk
we're
to.
still going.
Yeah. Good. All right.
Yeah,
So
I mean, how 2 people are on there having.
is grandma watching?
Oh, yeah.
Mine says 4.
That's funny.
God damn it. Oh, my phone is bad.
I keep entertainment at this table, don't I, guys?
Sometimes.
That's why we allow you back.
How can you not be friends with her? She is awesome.
No, she's great. Did you ever get into like the drugs like coke or heroin or anything back in the day?
Never did drugs.
So
That's good.
Never did drugs.
Well, speaking of never doing drugs,
My drug of choice. No, I never did any of the other stuff at all. Just never seemed to appeal to me.
Did you see around other people? Were you around other people that have done it?
Oh, yeah. Nina and her husband did it all the time.
what was Nina's drug of choice?
Oh, you name it.
You name it.
So she was
said.
an equal opportunity.
Yes. Her husband was even more so than her.
No shit.
Yeah.
Who was her husband at the time?
David. Anyway, they were married a long time. Got divorced and she married a guy that looked exactly like him.
Some people have a type.
And he was
Yeah.
the type.
To the type.
To the type. Always to the type.
I love it.
So what else would you like to know? I'll answer anything you want.
There you go, guys.
Okay, at this age, do you still shave down there?
Only when I'm requested. Actually, I'll tell you a little secret. I don't know if you're aware. How old are you?
47.
Wait a
you
second.
shave or you wax?
49.
God, you guys are young. I'm old enough to be your mother. Think
She's
about it.
still active. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The thing is, it just depends. See, I only have one guy now that I'm with, and he doesn't want me to shave. But as you get older, you lose hair under your arms and all. Your whole body, it just for some reason, I don't know why, as you get older, it disappears. So that's
Well, that's
one.
something to look forward to.
Yeah, it is definitely something to look forward to. Of course, now
A woman.
I prefer a bush. Do you prefer a bush?
Yeah, I
Do you prefer a bush?
No.
most
Do
men
you
do.
prefer a bush? Anna, do you prefer a bush?
Is she lesbian?
God damn it. You know, there's an audio cast that we do, and they may want that answer, Anna. And a
Nope.
shrug.
I like to eat it too much to have too much hair down there.
Okay,
So
but
that's
I like the scent, the pheromones.
Okay,
It all
this
gets
still
caught
has
up
a-
in the
Yeah.
it still
hair.
has a scent anyway.
To each his own. Some like it and some don't. He switches up back and forth, so I never know. I just take whatever
I remember
requests.
when it turned over. It was about 1986 is where it kind of started to turn over, where it went from like women doing like patches and landing strips, little hearts, lightning bolts, and then all of a sudden it was just gone. By 1991, there wasn't a woman that had any hair, and it was just everyone was just like that. It was like, what's going on? It's just
That was the trend.
That was.
it didn't seem
It
right.
was.
It just like what?
They all thought they needed to look like a baby.
Is that what it was? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just
They all thought, and I go to some parties. There was this one couple where she cleaned herself from here down, no hair on her body whatsoever, and he did the same thing. Before they went to any party, they would just strip themselves of all their hair completely.
Wow.
I don't know.
Me,
Like swimmers do it. To be
Yeah,
like
swimmers
more
do it. Yeah, to be
aerodynamic.
more-
That I understand, but that I didn't. I didn't particularly care for it. But hey, that's my taste. What can I say?
Interesting. I don't like seeing my gray hair.
It's kind of freaky when
Trust
I
me,
started getting my
sweetheart.
gray chest hairs. That's when I started to get freaked out.
I like, nah, I gotta
Like
get
all
rid
up
of
in
this.
here, I was kind of like, yeah, and like up in here, I was like, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
It was more
I've already had.
distinguished.
I had gray when I was 16 up here.
No shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
no shit. There was gray in there. I was called old man a few times in some classes. It never bothered me. I didn't care.
There was a girl
Uh,
back in the 50s that had gray hair in high school, and everybody teased her and called her Granny. She was very good natured about it, I thought.
Well, that's the style now is to go that gray and
Yeah,
have
that
different
grayish.
shades of like lavender and shit like that, magenta.
Well, I don't go with the trend. What can
No,
I say?
she don't.
So
I like
funny.
to be all out there.
More ways than one.
Shh, let me tell that.
Oh, look, go ahead, lady.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So, does anybody have any questions?
Any tattoos? I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, I don't do tattoos. I do piercings.
Mm.
In one setting, I had both my labia and my clit pierced at one time. That was quite interesting. They made a film of that. In fact, I think I still have it.
A film of it, really?
Yeah.
That's
Somewhere.
hilarious.
And another time I had my nipples done. And then I'd had it for about 2 weeks. We went to a party. I was up dancing with this girl, just having a grand old time. And we had on negligees, and mine came down, and I had on some fancy piercing, and it got caught on her negligee and just ripped it right out.
Oh!
Wow.
I'd been drinking, so I didn't feel a thing.
I would hope so.
And I'm just dancing away, and this girl's screaming at me, "You're bleeding! You're bleeding!" And I looked down, I'm going, "Oh, hell yeah, I guess I am." So I just covered up and finished dancing. I went off the dance floor.
All right.
So I ended up with one.
Oh,
One-
my boobies hurt. My boobies hurt.
Oh, bleeding nipples.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Oh my god, my boobies hurt.
Just the thought of it, huh? Boy, she's not going to recover.
I
from
know
that.
it. All right. Any more questions? I love it. I love it.
I've had some fun times, needless to say.
Well, we're supposed to have a guy who.
And you claim you've never done drugs.
I love it.
They always call me a tough old broad anyway, so
Well,
no biggie.
Oh my god.
So when Monty asked me to come down, I said, "What shall I talk about?" He said, "Oh, don't worry." He said, "They'll find something for you to talk about." So far, it's not too bad. Not too
Thank
bad
you.
at all.
Thank you.
Yes.
She's not going to recover from that today. I can see that right now.
It'll be hard tomorrow.
Somebody wake up in the middle of the night. Oh my God, my booty.
Go home, put ice on it.
Well, believe me, I need to get it done again because I've had both out. So he's requested I put him back in. So I need to go find somebody
Tell him to
to.
go fuck himself.
He wouldn't be able to do that very well.
He would be.
He would not.
Oh, he would.
No, I don't mind.
I will tell him.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God,
no,
that's
no.
hilarious.
I like it as much as they do. So I had it for years. There were 3 of us that went and had him done at the same time. I was in Atlanta. These two- I like saying that. That's just to go in. She's going to walk around. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That is great.
She may never be the same.
No, she won't.
Well, you got to admit, Monty, she's going to remember me.
Yes, nobody can forget you. They sit down with you one time and have a
No
full
smoking
conversation.
About that.
Yeah, I remember that. How you could walk away just dancing away, didn't feel a thing.
Did you finish the?
Dance floor and there's blood running down.
How
I
could
think
you
I
not felt that, and you weren't on drugs. You weren't on any kind of drugs.
She
No.
drinks, that's it.
no.
No, I've been that drunk before that I didn't feel.
Hey,
something.
listen, let me tell you. I've had several surgeries, and I come out of it, and they want to give me morphine. I'm going, no thanks. I can't do it because I'm allergic to opioids. So I said I can't do it. So they look at me like, what the hell are we going to do now? I said, don't worry about it. I'm not hurting. Why are you worried about it? You don't need to drug me up. I'm fine.
You're gonna tell me that you didn't feel any kind of pain when your nipple got ripped off?
No, dear, because I've been drinking, so I didn't feel anything.
The blood was thinner. I don't know. I'm just trying to help her out.
No, I
That's
really
funny.
didn't. I really didn't.
Okay.
And I can say that honestly, But am I losing my wig?
Then she still has fans. That's what also is another thing that's awesome. Then you tell me you had fans that will contact you and come
Oh,
from
good
California.
grief. Yeah, this one guy, he won't leave me alone. Can I come visit you? I said, why? Because I've admired you for years. I thought, oh, God.
How much do these guys pay?
Pay me?
Oh shit!
They pay me?
Oh,
They don't
okay.
pay you.
No,
Oh wow.
it's not. I don't need their money. I'm fine.
But you're with somebody.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
He's married.
Oh. So you're not really with somebody.
No, well, I mean,
Yeah.
part-time.
She said she likes being number 2.
Yeah, I do. I don't need to be number 1. I don't want to be married to anybody anymore. I tried it, didn't like it, said that's it.
They say 3 times a charm.
No, my dear, it's
He's trying to
not.
get married over here.
I have gone 3 times and I don't intend to try it. No thanks. Twice was enough.
So did you see that post I did about that TV show that was supposedly on Netflix?
The Korean show.
The Korean show.
Yeah, that was on Netflix. I saw the YouTube. thing
Oh,
about
yeah, I
it,
saw
too.
that.
It disappeared. There's a lot of people that had saw
Saw
it,
it,
did
yeah.
a review on it about 5-6 days ago,
And then now it's
and
gone.
then it's completely fucking gone. There's no fucking trace of it. You can type in "why did" and you put in MY and it finishes out "My Secret Terrius was removed from Netflix." So that's the number 1. So basically, there was something that was on there, and so if you don't know what it is, it's a Korean TV show called My Secret Terrius. It was out in 2018. Coronavirus, we first found out about it in 2019. Around October, something like that.
Yeah, November.
Maybe a little bit
October.
after that.
Yeah.
So the Koreans not only fucking in this TV show. Okay, basically they're trying to figure out why this dude is trying to figure out why that his neighbor's sick, and it turns out by episode 10, the very last 5-10 minutes of the fucking episode, they're in the hospital. He's got this respiratory condition. It's fucking. He's got blood coming out of his mouth and his nose and shit like that. And basically, the nurse comes out and is talking to this other woman, and by name calling it coronavirus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Describes it to a T. Not only describes it as a respiratory condition, but the fact that it mutated from a fucking bat, which is what it fucking did.
Mhm.
So basically, the Koreans
Coke?
knew about this in 2018.
I got you.
So apparently that information was out there since 2018.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting the fact that we're to the point now where our fucking politicians the whole time has fucking said, no, everything's all right. Go ahead and enjoy your festivals and your fucking parades and all this other bullshit. Fucking New York, where you're fucking stacked on top of each other. There's no fucking square footage there, man. Everyone is fucking stacked on top of each other.
Kind of like it is in
Italy.
Korea.
Yeah, or anywhere else.
yeah,
Um,
any of those big cities.
yeah. And the whole time, the mayors and governors, they're all fucking saying, no, it's okay. Go ahead and fucking do this.
Yeah, they should have. 3 weeks ago, they should have shut everything down.
Well, I
3
think
weeks ago,
even
maybe
sooner.
4 now.
Well,
but
in the
still.
show, they were talking about how what this actually corona actually is. That originally in 2001, it was SARS.
It was- yeah,
But SARS only had a 20% death mortality rate. So they wanted something that was stronger. So apparently they're saying that SARS was actually put out by someone, and the fact that coronavirus is actually a more modernized, weaponized version of SARS, where it's got a 90% kill rate. Now, I'm all about the viruses coming out and taking out people because that's the only thing that can actually take us out. Because we're the virus is the top of the food chain. We're underneath the virus. We're virus 2.0, but we don't have any natural enemies. So we actually need something to do kind of thin the herd.
Mm-hmm.
But this is almost weaponized in the fact that it was almost allowed to happen to the point where we were going to prepare ourselves and we were eased and concerned, any concern that we have. They were like, no, don't worry about it. Go out and do what you want to do. Go to that comedy club. Go to that festival. Go to that parade. Go out where there's hundreds of fucking people. And it just seems like that it was just on purpose.
On purpose.
And now that fucking show came out and fucking people are like, oh my God, look at this. The fact that they pulled the fucking show from Netflix. If you type in on Netflix,
It's gone.
it pops up, it finishes out for you, Secret Terriers, and it just comes up with movies related to My Secret Terriers.
Yeah, but it's gone.
Yeah. But it's not only gone just off of Netflix, but of every one of these little things that say that they have it. You download the little app, you sign in, you create your fucking password and everything, blah, blah, go through 5 minutes of fucking putting in your information till it's not there.
So who put it on to begin with?
Netflix had it on.
originally had it on.
And somebody,
But where did they get it from?
well, no, from Korea.
It's a
This
regular
is
TV
Korea.
show in Korea.
Yeah, it's a
No, believe
TV
me,
show.
Korea has been putting out some fucking awesome fucking movies.
They
Here
do,
lately,
they
I've
do.
been watching some awesome Korean movies, so I did want to watch this. But the fact that they fucking called it out by fucking name, they called it coronavirus. But even they were speaking in Korean, so it was blah, 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 coronavirus, blah, 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 blah. Dude.
Yeah.
It came out from September 18 to November 18. The coronavirus was first reported on December 23rd last year.
Yeah.
So the last day of the year
Wow.
is when the first case was confirmed, and they identified
And
it as something new.
They identified it to a T, though, from what we're going
The
through
TV
now.
show, the TV show. They did. They really did. I saw that clip. I saw it on YouTube. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
And so, like,
Fucked up, but cool.
the lone gunman called 9/11. Now, did they actually fucking? I mean, we all know that they were into conspiracy theories and everything like that.
The
And
Lone
did they
Gunman?
join
You mean
the
from
X-Files?
The Lone Gunman. I
Remember
don't
the
that.
spin-off show?
Yeah.
It only lasted like a season.
It only lasted a season.
But
I
they
never got to
called
see all of it.
9/11. They called it when it was going to happen, how it was going to happen, blah blah blah, and then it winds up fucking happening.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the same way with this right here. But what
Well, I know
gets
the
me,
Simpsons and Trump.
well, yeah,
That's funny.
It's still,
but those aren't
Time travel
pulled.
is real, guys.
Those aren't pulled. The fact
Yeah.
that they pulled this is insane.
yeah.
All right. Here's the pulling out.
That
Amen.
doesn't always work.
Definitely.
Damn, fuck face.
There.
Whew,
You gonna be all right?
wrong pipe. I'm good.
I guess I get to
You got
drive back.
warm.
No,
Huh?
no, I'm good.
I'm tasting that barrel.
Stir it up.
Well, motherfucker, you got an inch of ice in here, cocksucker.
Why don't you ever put them in the freezer as soon as you get here?
Bam. Bam.
So, is there anything else you'd like to know?
I would like to know. No. Oh, actually, what do you currently do filmed porn at this particular time?
No.
Okay. When was the last time you did your last movie?
That was probably 10 years ago.
Okay. Coronavirus.
Bless you.
Coronavirus.
Yep.
Burner. Throw some gasoline on her. And when you were doing, did you do unprotected or protected? What? That's a fucking question.
No, that's an honest
It
question.
is.
Oh,
Coronavirus.
I'm trying to remember back. I think it was protected,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. Most of the time it was.
All right.
And I say most of the time because the two guys it couldn't be. But I'd seen their tests and I was okay with it.
They're too big.
Yeah. The two guys that
And
were.
how's that go down?
What?
Guys being too big.
Too big?
Mm-hmm.
I say no, thank you.
oh.
Are you kidding? I'm not
So
stupid.
nipple piercings don't hurt, but too big.
But a
too
big
big.
old dick. Coming out with a fucking forearm. No, baby. Welcome here.
Hey, I have a girl. Well, I had a girlfriend. I don't know where she is now. I've lost track of her. That her husband was fist fucking her to make her bigger so she could fuck a donkey.
What?
What?
Yeah, for real.
But that actually goes down.
It does, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you remember
I've
being
seen
like
video.
12 years old? I mean, not you
12.
purposely, but yeah, about 12 years old, that someone would have a fucking reel, and they would put it on the fucking projector, and it would be donkey porn. It'd be some Latina, Tijuana,
It's always
taking on a
Tijuana.
fucking donkey. You get 5 minutes of this hardcore. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, he was training her.
Damn.
I
Wow.
know. That was weird, I thought.
It's weird walking into like a porn store and seeing like the arm.
Yeah.
There's like a latex fist and a
It's either a
forearm.
fist or they have it like this. There's two different types.
Like how?
It's
like
like
Yeah.
Like this?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, so it's more like a butt plug.
I guess so.
And wait a minute. Speaking of that, I have a story about that too.
I guess this is more of a huge
It's
ball.
easier.
That's when
And
you
then
open
this
it,
is
it's
more-
real large. This is so it's small, so they'll just.
It's
It's
smalls and go
tapered.
into
It's
it.
Tapered for her pleasure.
Yes, really. But speaking of butt fucks, this one gal I
T-shirt,
know
we
had
need-
to wear a diaper because she had been in so many movies where they
What?
butt fucked her, and she lost her elasticity,
Oh.
and that does happen. So if you let a man fuck you all the time in the ass, you can.
You write that down.
You better write that down.
I would think that would strengthen it back there.
No, it does not. No, it does not. Because she was in the movies, and that's what her thing was, being butt fucked.
So there's a lot of geriatric gay men that wearing diapers because they've been butt fucked.
No, it's a lot of geriatric women. I'm talking about women.
What?
Well, I
yeah.
imagine men too.
I mean,
Oh,
But
yeah,
the
I'm
women-
Sure it
It could
happens to
happen to
men
men,
too.
too,
You know.
Yeah,
right?
both. Yeah,
it can
both.
happen to men.
That's when you realize a fart might not be a fart. Yeah. I've had some of those moments now, and I ain't never put that there.
Oh my god.
dear.
The best show ever. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I love it.
Anyway, so I've been
Yes.
exposed to a lot of things in my life.
I see that.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that.
How
did
many
you?
No,
men
huh?
have you taken on at one time?
At one time? Let's see. 8.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you remember in the 80s where they were like going, or maybe it was the early 90s where they were having these competitions of how many dudes they could take on.
Mhm.
And there was that
When the
one
internet first
Asian
came
chick.
out. And,
Well, they were going on to the Howard. I always watched the Howard Stern show.
yeah,
they would
Howard
go
Stern
on,
showed a lot of that.
and they would advertise, and there would always be this one porn star that would do so many. Then another porn star was like, no, I'll do this many, and then another one. I think the most was that I can't remember her fucking name to save my life. I actually would see it, but it looked like it was painful. I mean, after like the 10th, 15th dude, it just looked like they were murdering her.
But still,
they were just slowly killing her by cock.
I beg to differ. That all depends. I mean, maybe with her.
No, they're icing this bitch down.
Well, then that's her problem. They never had to do that with me.
I guess.
I was just as wet with the 8th one as I was with the first one.
Wow.
Well, I mean, she was going for they would do well, I'm going to do 60.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
then,
ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right.
But still,
then I'll do 80. The next one will do 100. The next one will do 120.
But I don't think they were all straight, just fucking, or they were just putting it in and coming out, and then they go.
No, they
to the
were
next
coming
guy.
in and coming as soon as they did. But actually, it didn't matter if you came or not.
Enough. They shouldn't have had
And
to
if
worry
they
about
walked
it.
up and just stuck it in and then walked off and be like, next, another guy. I mean, they would either finish or they wouldn't. Some guys had a hard time; they couldn't get past the fluffers. But it just looked like a machine of dicks, like a fucking assembly line.
This is the longest
dicks.
conversation we've ever had. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're only at 37 minutes.
No, I'm talking about the conversation over there. Who's all talking over there? Is that grandma over there?
Oh, hey, grandma! Grandma! Oh, Candlelight! Oh, shit! Oh, yeah. Somebody's getting buzzed. Fuck yeah, all of them. Fuck yeah.
I don't know where you're looking. But
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
to the right here. These are people having conversations.
I love you,
I can't
Kendall.
read it. Like they're having conversations about what we're talking about.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
it's a live feed. These are the people that are watching it, and there's other people that probably watched it too. But if you wind up wanting to comment and being on the show, that's a way that you can kind of do it. Especially right now, we're doing the coronavirus show, so this is the only way you're really going to get on the show unless you're going to brave the authorities and come on out. Which we're supposed to have a vampire. He didn't want to get pulled over and go to vampire prison. We're supposed to have a rapper.
I thought
we knew that motherfucker didn't want to get pulled over.
Boy, you suggest.
Damn well he did.
Oh my God.
He'd be riding dirty.
But yeah, Tennessee is under lockdown. This is probably going to be our last show until.
Is this in our first or second season?
It's the end of our second
season
Yeah,
because
so we'll be coming back around Father's Day for season 3.
This is
We'll
awesome.
start season 3 around Father's Day or maybe sooner, but
Monty will be taking on a millennial in Monty's first challenge on the show. Way to break him on in. He'll be taking on
again.
He'll be taking on Keanu Hall.
Yeah, I know.
Who is this dude?
He's the one who challenged him.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Got it.
Well, we're doing things different. People were just kind of challenging Pony, and Pony doesn't want to have all these challenges thrown at him. So they're building up the ladder now, kind of like Mortal Kombat. You'll fight with Ling
Make it up the
Yang,
ladder.
and then you'll go on up to what the fuck is his name?
I don't remember because
Luke Cage and Sub-Zero,
Yeah, the dude with the forearms,
Scorpion,
man.
Goro.
Goro.
But anyway,
That's the
so
maid, I know.
they'll be going and hitting me, which I'm a pussy. I'll tap. Monty is a motherfucker. We'll see how that goes to Monty. And then if he fucking beats Monty, he'll be going on with El Ponyo Classico Magnifico, drinking champion.
I've been hanging out with these guys.
We gotta have
for a while.
we have to have a trophy made,
We should.
like a trophy with a bucket of shame on top, like a golden bucket of shame.
Has, like, no show.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh my god, we should do that. We should see how much that would cost to get like a trophy done with the bucket of shame.
You got to have the bucket.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be cool?
You'll need to like sign.
We
it
should get a
when they
wrestling
win.
belt.
A wrestling
The belt would be
A
cool.
wrestling belt. That has a
The
bucket on it.
belt would be cool, yeah.
That's funny.
Then people would want to throw up.
They wouldn't want to.
This
They
is a
would
drinking
just
show.
do it.
That's what we do.
Show. We don't like throwing up.
We don't like to, but it happens.
It's been a while. Been a while since I've been on camera.
Last time you puked was
The
last
first
year.
drinking challenge.
The first
But I-
drinking challenge.
But
I
I
was-
won the
No,
drinking
last
challenge.
time you puked was the last drinking challenge.
Yeah,
you
but
did.
I
It
wasn't
just
on
wasn't
film.
camera.
Last time you caught me on film was
Oh,
the
and Malik,
first.
you puked
yeah.
for Malik.
No,
The
oh
last-
yeah, afterwards, yeah.
The last show, yeah.
Is there a video of that?
No.
No. I
No.
said that.
No,
I was already asleep.
no,
I had already
everybody was
puked.
asleep.
Hey man, when
I
you guys gonna
waited.
start putting those clips up, man? I want to see some of those clips.
I gotta go through them all and find the good ones to put
Yeah,
up.
get the happy hour clips on there, and then I'm sure one of you motherfuckers filmed me puking the other week.
We didn't, okay,
Yeah.
we took pictures. We didn't
Yeah.
film it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You
I
filmed?
was
Did
just
you
gonna-
video it?
Last week, yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
video?
got
Oh,
we got
thank
video.
you.
We got
'Cause I'm
video.
Give her
tired of
the
being the
password
only
to
one.
site?
No, I don't
Are
even
these
know if
just
I got
done
it.
on
I
the
gotta
show
check, see
or
if
what?
it's
Okay.
action.
I sent
want
it to you.
And I look.
May I speak? Thank you. That's very sweet of you. What would you mind filling me in on what the hell's going on?
We have. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hello?
Hold on. Okay, so last
Remember
year.
me? I'm still here.
Yes, ma'am.
He-
So last year
he
we
does
had
this
a
shit.
Hispanic heritage episode. We try to have different themes going on if we don't
Okay.
have a guest and it's just us.
What theme is this?
This is not a theme. This
We're
is the end of the world podcast.
No.
Well, it's nice to know I belong to something.
All right, so we had this one kid on here, and he challenged Pony to a drinking contest.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
basically, they got up to, I think the kid did 20, he did like 22, and then he wound up turning the bottle up when the show was over.
wow.
But anyway, after that,
Mm-mm.
there's been all kinds of kids that will come up to me that's seen it, and they were like talking shit about it, like, oh, I could drink more than that, blah, blah, blah.
Of course.
So we had another kid that was supposed to do it on New
New
Year's, and
Year's,
then went
yeah, he
backing
backed
out.
bitch.
Then we had another kid that came on a couple of weeks ago and challenged him, and he wound up puking after 9 shots.
Nine,
No, he did
Wow.
six. He did
Six.
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 It was
I
only
did
6
nine,
shots.
Yeah.
He
He
did
did
six.
6.
Are you sure it was
Yeah.
only 6 shots?
Yeah, he did
Yeah, it was
9.
He
six
did
shots.
nine.
And he
did
wound
nine.
up puking. And it's all on YouTube. If
Oh,
you want to
oh,
go back
okay.
and
I'll
watch
No,
it.
you
remember
don't
that.
It's all
want
on
to. You don't want
YouTube.
to see the one I puked. The first time I was here,
Yeah.
bad situation. I kept throwing back shots, trying to keep up
It
with
was
these
actually a
guys.
very good.
No, it
situation.
was not.
a good time.
Oh,
it was very
it was-
fun.
That's why
That
they
was
want
a-
me
that's
back.
one of my
That's why they
favorite
want me
shows.
back.
That's
No.
why
It's
we
one of
love
my
him.
favorite shows.
He was amazing. He was the greatest guest we had at the time.
And that's what they
That's
can't
the
get
thing.
rid of me. Okay, but so anyway, what I said was, I won't be doing that again. And I did it again like a couple of
He did
weeks
it
ago.
again, yeah. He
So
did it again.
it
like-
happens. It happens. They're a bad influence on me.
No
Well, no,
kidding.
this
Yes.
is what happens. You
Like
don't.
you can't think for yourself.
Exactly.
No. You don't keep track of what you're drinking, and everyone's doing shots, and then
You
you're
just
doing
keep
extra
up.
shots.
When they
You
do a
just try
shot,
to
you
keep
do
up.
a shot
And
with
it's
them.
natural to do it, just like if someone's going to pass around a J back in the day, you would go ahead and hit it.
Mhm.
But it's just like that. If someone's doing, and you get caught up because you want to do the toast too, and that's kind of the thing of the show is that we're all toasting, and we'll toast to off the wall shit, and you're getting caught in that. When I'm pouring it around, you just automatically go, yeah, give me some more. It catches up with you on the
Well, it
tail end of
certainly
it.
does.
Yeah.
And you have to space it out. I think I drink Coke in between. I can't just do it. I have to come in here with a full stomach. I have to eat food before I get here.
Speaking of fuck face,
All right, here we go.
where's
I love
the
these two.
food?
I'll grill hot dogs
After
when
the
the show's done.
show.
I'll grill
It's
hot dogs.
Okay,
always
after
been
so
the
let me
all
give you
right.
a brief history. They've been
Oh.
knowing each other for 40 years, and you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can tell that they love each other, but in a weird sort of way.
it's all hate and love.
It's
mostly
hate and love at the same
Yeah.
time.
We,
We want to kill each other.
we
at
have
some
gotten
point.
on each other's nerves in the past, but
Mhm.
we're all brothers and we're all good with
That's
it.
the good
Yeah.
thing about it.
Yeah.
That's what I
Pretty
love
much,
about
that's
it.
it.
Well, that's what it takes.
It is.
I mean,
I
I've
think
known
it's
him
great.
since 9th grade.
Yeah, I was in
Okay, yeah.
11th,
Wow.
11th or 12th when I
It's
11th,
very, very scary.
the summer of 11.
Wow.
Yeah, going into 12.
That is something.
Yeah,
John actually was in. We had a band called Horror Magnet, and he had been starting off playing bass, and we're like, well, we can show John some of the bass lines and have him put it in. So the last 2 years of my band, I went to playing drums, and we had John coming in, and John's really been part of that harder community because he was always one of those friends to me that we were only we didn't hang out as much in the early days until we started playing together, and he would come
Yeah.
out in the band and actually start doing like Anna is doing now, kind of doing the technical stuff. But when he came into the fold of being, the bass player of the band, and now you're part of the brotherhood, and it's just one of those things that we just really upped our brotherhood to that much level, to the fact that we can actually start doing this. this is crazy. I mean, we just had a conversation about like, doing
Let's see what would
podcasts,
happen. Let's try it.
and then it's popped.
It's-
Dude, speaking of, have you seen our numbers here lately?
Yeah,
The
they've
last
gone
week?
up. They've gone
Got
like
up, they've
crazy.
tripled.
Yeah, I can't verify that they tripled, but I saw everything.
Dude, they were
was
like
just
at
jumped up.
68, 73.
Now they're in the hundreds.
Now they're 247.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, you can tell that people are staying home and they're watching.
yeah, they're
the
actually
shit.
watching the show. I'm wondering. I'm hoping the people that we've told, hey, watch the show,
They're
because
not
I tell
watching it.
people, watch it when you have time. I mean, don't rush it. Maybe they're actually watching it, and maybe they're passing it on.
I
I'm hoping they're passing it on. To
Go
tell the
for it.
truth.
May I ask how that works? I mean, you can see it anytime.
Well,
Yeah,
it gives you
if
a
you-
view. Like if you went on YouTube and saw this in the very corner right there on the left-hand side, it would be the number of views that we would have.
Okay.
So if you went on there, like right now, we've probably got maybe
We got 4
1, 2,
viewers.
3 or 4 people. So right now, if you
They're
went
watching
on there,
it live right now,
Yeah.
but you can watch it later, and then that's when
Sure.
the number goes up. So then the address bar, the address line, you can take that and copy it and paste it and send it to somebody.
Hmm.
So send it to
Well,
your lover boy.
our
Or your
timeline
daughter.
kind of fucks us.
Oh,
the
my
fact that
daughter. My
She-
daughter knows everything about me. And actually, when she turned, how old was she? 20, 21, something like that. She wanted to experience what the swing party was all about.
no shit.
Oh wow!
So I took her. She
Okay.
had a blast.
Can you imagine a mother and a daughter at a swinger party?
Yeah.
And not only that, well, she's gorgeous.
All right.
She puts me to shame.
What's
I
her
mean,
number?
she's in California. No, she's not. She's
He'll
not.
track her down.
Yeah.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
She was in California. She's not now. But anyway, she's
You saw that?
she really didn't know what to expect. And I told her, I said, you do what you want to do when you want to do it with whoever you want to do it with. That's entirely up to you. So we're at this party, and this young guy comes in, and he's with me, and we
does not know
party
your
and
daughter.
had fun. And next thing I know, my daughter comes walking in. She said, how was he? I said, he was fine. Why? She said, well, I tried him and I thought he was great. And I said, you know what? He was great. So we sat there and made notes and compared notes that day.
What?
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
Have you ever been with a girl and then like she had like a bestie and then like maybe 6 months, a year later you wound up breaking up with that girl and then wound up hitting the bestie? Do you think that her and the bestie had compared notes at some time, which that bestie winds up using in that current relationship with you?
Who you asking?
You just, I'm so confused.
I'm listening.
You want to-
But I'm trying to figure out who he's
Is this
talking
why you're
to.
getting divorced?
No, this is very important. No, but there was one time I was with a girl. And,
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
She had said a certain thing in the middle of sex, and it kind of got me hot, and I wound up, a little bit extra, and then I wound up breaking out of that relationship and going to a couple of months where I really wouldn't do anything, and I wound up meeting her best friend, which I was interested in before, but not really, was doing anything with. And then when I started getting with the best friend in the middle of sex, she does and says the exact same thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. So then I'm like, so does this mean she wants me to give her a little extra?
Oh my god.
So do I do it or do I not do it? Of course I did it. But I'm just saying, there's one right in the middle. You're just like, well, okay, so I see what's going on here.
You put two and two together.
Do I go ahead and just, okay, this is what you want? Or so.
The best thing about
You notice he did that after he already done it.
After you heard the name.
the
or
best
whatever
thing
it was.
about swinger parties to me is the day after, because the day after it was when the girls compare notes.
Yeah.
And they will talk about whoever and whatever went on at the party the night before. So that is my best time to hang out.
Monty's crashed at these swinger parties.
You better
the way
believe
he
it. I
feels.
was been
Because
quite a
the women
few
then
swinger
hung
clubs,
out.
swinger parties, house parties, you name it. I've been there.
Okay, so Grandma has messaged me, and Grandma says the people on chat have questions.
Oh,
So
wait.
let's go to the chat.
Let's go to the
Okay.
chat.
and see what
See,
questions.
and
that
wait
we
a minute.
have.
Wait a minute. I once tried to keep a keyboard up here so I could answer these questions when someone wasn't keeping an eye on them. But
No,
at the
no,
beginning
no,
of the show,
we can read them.
Somebody said, "Hey,
We can read them, fuckface.
get rid of the fucking keyboard."
Okay, so
Should we scroll back up or just go from the bottom? Start from the bottom and go up.
I have questions for the porn star.
Yes,
Wish they
ask.
would listen. Message them. Did the one on the left? What? Okay, so what's the question?
What's the question? Ask us the questions. We've been drinking for a while, so we apologize. So yeah, ask us whatever you want.
Well, what's the question? Okay, we have questions. What's the question? What's the question? What's the goddamn question? What's the question?
See, this is about random stuff we talk
Well,
about.
the show is about nothing. So I
It
mean,
really is about
deliciously.
nothing.
the thing I like about I don't have to think about anything, what I'm going to say about
No.
anything, because there's no reason to. Even if I did, it would never be brought up. We would get into something else.
Yeah, if you
What
have
I
an
wanted to
outline,
say,
you would like. It
you
would
would
go
never
out
use it.
No,
you would never use it. Yeah.
We've even tried it, and it's never.
Yeah,
fucking
we've
worked.
tried writing shit for the show,
And
and we'll never get to it.
No.
No,
Yeah.
I can see where you wouldn't.
Yeah.
It
All right,
doesn't
so-
matter.
Any
Okay,
questions?
No question.
Did the one on the left?
Which left? Your left
Which
or my
left?
left?
I don't know. I'm the one on the left, right? No, fuck, I don't know. Is this a mirrored image right here? This is the mirrored image.
This is
right?
the mirrored image. Yeah.
And they're seeing where I'm on this side.
Yeah, they're
this side.
seeing where
I'm
you're-
actually right here. Or wait a minute.
See why I love this place?
And I thought I was messed up.
No, you're
Well, no, it's
you're
gonna
among
flip
friends.
around. It's gonna
Yeah.
flip.
Jason's right here.
Yeah.
Monty.
Thank you.
and
So I'm
Ginni
actually,
Lewis.
I'm right here. Not
Love it.
really.
Thank you so
There.
much. Are you enjoying yourself?
Are you kidding?
Yes.
I'm having a blast.
Yes.
So are those natural or are those yours?
Natural or
Okay, wait. That's a good
Oh,
question
no, no, no,
She's
because
like 80. How old is she?
Hello.
Hi.
Let her answer.
I'll answer that.
Okay.
Both.
So,
wait,
They're
what?
mine
Uh-huh.
and they're natural.
so
Okay.
is there currently an unnatural element in those right now?
No.
Okay, so they're all
None.
natural right now,
They've always been mine.
but you've had some nip and tucks. Or,
No,
okay.
none.
All right.
None.
Hell yeah.
None.
All right.
Yes.
Well, this is a PG-13
And he
show.
can, PG my ass. He can vouch for it.
Yes.
Are you seeing them up close in person?
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
Okay, so nipple placement. How is the nipple?
Perfect.
Placement? All right.
I'm telling you, you would think sagging to the kneecaps. No, they're pretty nice on.
That's what I was getting to for my next.
They
so
still face forward.
There you
Oh
go.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck yeah!
80
All right.
years old. You
Hell
can't.
yeah.
I got me
And I
more than
really
you.
am
I
80.
think Muffers wants to see him.
No,
I
we
really
can't do it on
but We
YouTube.
can't do it on. I mean, we can
Yeah,
technically.
yeah,
do it on
you have to
YouTube.
go behind the
Y'all got a question?
Oh, what's the question?
What's the question?
I think-
Okay, let me read it. Have you ever ran into a newbie in your business that you knew would make it, or wanted to tell them to leave before they regretted it?
So what would device you would
Oh,
give
that
a
you
new,
wouldn't make it. That you. I'm sorry, I'm a retard.
a
All
new,
right.
a new
So, have you ever ran into a newbie in your business that you knew wouldn't make it, or wanted to tell them to leave before they regretted it?
So let's say if it's a new person they want to get into the lifestyle, would you give them like
Are you talking
Go-
about the lifestyle or are you talking about the porno?
okay
The
porn?
porno
Let's say
itself.
porn.
yeah the
Getting
As far as
around.
porn is, I've seen plenty of gals that I knew weren't going to make it, but they were so drugged up you couldn't tell them anything.
Oh,
What
they
about dudes? What about dudes?
you can't tell a dude not to have sex.
No, I mean these
It's a
girls
little
will
bit
walk up
different.
there and get
No.
nervous, have anxiety
No,
problems. So you
believe
never
me.
ran up to a lip dick?
Well, yeah, but not quite the way you're saying.
That is hilarious. Best answer ever.
I speak
I
the
love-
truth. What can I say? She's sitting over there going, "Oh my God, I'm still
I
here.
love it.
What am I doing here?"
I love it.
She's still thinking about her tape.
No, I've got questions.
No, please
No,
ask. Please ask.
You can ask me anything you want.
She
so I got here's another question from Candle Ass.
candle ass.
Peter North, yes or no?
Who the hell is Peter
No.
North? Is that a porn
No.
star?
No.
No,
Have you met?
No.
not
Nope.
no, but hell no.
Really? Hell no, was he that bad?
Oh, is he a monster?
He was not very exciting to me.
Oh.
Ah.
No.
Is that guy kind of looks like a businessman? With
I
like
have
the
no
slick
idea who
back
Peter
American
North is.
Psycho look going.
Mm.
I have no idea who Peter North
He didn't do
is.
anything for me.
I figured you
I actually enjoyed having sex with all these men.
No, you were doing it in the 80s. So did you run into like Ron Jeremy?
I got a picture of Ron Jeremy.
Yes, I know him.
No, do you know him or do you know him biblically?
I knew him both ways.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You say
All right.
biblically.
Well, he's being nice about it.
Yeah, I know.
In other words,
Okay.
did you fuck him?
You're
Yes,
right.
I
I knew y'all would love this show.
did. And he wasn't that great either. I'm sorry.
Was he hairy? That's all I want to know. Because every time I picture him,
Yes, he's fucking hairy.
I think about the hairy shit from the 70s.
Yeah.
So was he hairy?
Mhm.
Oh,
But
okay,
could you
sorry.
imagine him shaved though? It's almost better.
No,
if he did
I'd
that.
rather have him hairy.
Yeah, totally.
The
Keep
body,
it-
I don't
keep it
care,
hidden.
but down, I don't. This is just my opinion. I don't like hair.
So you don't like to have your bottom floor shaded?
What did y'all watch? Did y'all watch the Tiger King documentary?
Yes.
Yes,
Ah.
I finally finished it.
You when he asked the people like, "Hey,
Yeah, I like
when you
these
watch your
questions.
porn,
Is there any more out there?
What?
any more questions
more
out there?"
questions?
I
So
like the
far, no.
questions. Those are nice.
Go ahead and ask. Come on, Stephanie.
Grandma,
Quit
asked the
being
question.
shy.
Grandma keeps losing his chat.
That's
Grandma,
on there.
reboot
I
your
mean,
shit.
Reboot your shit. It's the only way it'll work. It's just going slow. Remember, everybody's staying home, but us
Candlelass and
dumbasses.
Grandma were getting together trying to get our attention. Like, message that motherfucker.
I know.
Are y'all enjoying it so far? That's all I want to know. Is this a great episode or what? Stephanie, go ahead and ask.
How long did it ever take to get up a man?
You mean for me to do it?
Yeah.
For somebody that it took for a man to get up for you to fuck him.
From limp to hard.
Yes.
It really didn't take any time at all because I was the one that would prep him.
She's
Very
good.
good
She's
answer.
good at what she's done. She
Very good
does.
answer.
And
does.
I've
She
never
does
had
what she
any
do.
complaints at all.
Wow.
Good answer.
Make
Oh,
my
no, I
nipples
didn't.
hurt right now.
Well, that shut him up. That's pretty good,
Doesn't take much.
It was a mouthful.
I have another question.
It's always a mouthful.
All right, what's the next question?
Read it. Read it,
What?
little pony.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you or someone?
To me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You Or
wow.
someone you know.
Or
in the
someone you know.
business.
I can.
Boy, that's
I'm
a
sure
toughie.
Monty's got a lot of them.
I don't have a lot. I have a few.
I'm sure Monty's got all kinds of embarrassing moments.
Did you ever have a
It
slip
wasn't
up
for-
and go up your ass instead?
No.
No.
No, that's an exit for
I'm
her.
very protective of that area. Very protective, let me tell you. There's certain things I just will not do. That's one of them. I will not let a man come in my mouth.
No shit.
Really?
I will not let him.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Good.
see, there's things for you still to learn, dear. Stick around, you might learn something.
I'm taking notes.
Please do.
Okay.
And I will
Okay.
not let him fuck me in the ass.
Okay, wait a minute.
Those two things I will not
go.
do.
Let's
Well,
go
ask
back.
that.
Let's go
Kinda
back to the last
understand.
sentence. Why won't you in the mouth? Is it a certain reason? A certain
Yeah, there's a definite reason. It
Which
gags
is?
me.
Oh, okay. So gag reflex.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I can't.
So you weren't a deep throater.
Mm-mm. No, I'm
Not that
sorry.
I'm really into
But
that.
it doesn't make any difference because what I did do
Mhm.
was more than enough to turn them on.
You gotta know the spot. When you know the spot, you
Yeah.
you don't have to go deep.
You don't have to go deep.
Monty knows his spot.
Am I talking
You
too
bet I
much?
do.
Am I sharing too much?
Hey, listen, they were
Professional.
calling me all the time and having me do the movies.
See? No,
And
there
these
you go.
girls were 20 years younger than me and they preferred me over them. The guys would ask for me.
You know what you're doing. I respect. Okay, let me tell you something.
And-
The first time I went to a strip club, they have normal strippers that just take their clothes off and dance on a pole. I get that. But they had this one woman that was seductively dancing out of her clothes, almost like a burlesque show.
Mhm.
And I gave her all my money. I was like, you know exactly how to tease a man to get him to give you
It's
money.
an anticipation.
Yes,
Yeah.
you plan with them to get them what
That's
you
the
want.
whole thing right there. That so many of these young women just do not understand that.
They like, all right,
They just
one song,
go
take my
on,
clothes off,
grab a
another
hold of
song,
them, and
take
they
my
think
panties
that's
off. I'm like, nah,
Okay. Teeth versus no teeth.
no teeth. You like to bite it? What the hell?
I'm into teeth.
well,
What?
I don't know about that, but I have teeth, so
No,
Talking about
percentage wise. Men, teeth or no teeth? Which one do you think is hotter?
For them to have teeth or no teeth.
Do you like teeth?
Yeah, it
Just
doesn't
like a
bother.
little bit of grazing?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just like.
All the men that you have been with,
Did you just say,
do you
"Arr"?
think men like more teeth or with teeth?
I like teeth. I like to feel it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, almost like
teeth.
you trying to bite
With
it.
teeth?
Kind of
Yeah.
go up the sides,
do
kind of
like
like corner of
teeth.
the cob.
The majority do.
They do like
going
teeth.
Yeah, they do.
Slob on your knob.
I don't like to slob.
They-
I don't like all that slobber and spit and shit.
Let's not get
You
on
like the
that.
slobber and
Let's
spit
not
on the
get- I have a
blowjob,
whole-
just spitting on it.
I have a whole
sucking it
video
back up
of-
in your mouth.
No.
Let's not go there.
Hey, listen, that's for the girls that don't know how to do it.
When
When you know how to do it, my dear. Let me tell you something. If you know how to do it, you don't have to
Oh
slobber
my
Yeah,
God.
right.
at all.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Mhm.
I don't like to see
We have another question from Grandma.
grandma.
Do you have any gay friends?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No
That's
problem.
almost mandatory.
That is, I figured.
No, it's
yeah.
not mandatory, but I just happen to run across some in my lifetime, and I've hung on to them because I think they're neat people.
Do your makeup.
No, I do my own makeup. Thank you. I always have.
Oh, this is lovely.
You like that, don't you?
Yes, we have a friend named Grandma, but he's a gay guy.
He's like our super fan. He
Watches
Oh,
every
that's fine.
episode. He loves it to death. He was here once.
last week.
Yep. last
Really?
week.
You not remembering, motherfucker?
I do
Ah.
remember. I said he was here before.
What?
I didn't have to say the date. I just said he was here once.
That's all you can remember?
Last week, right?
Last week he was here. He's got another question.
Uh-oh.
Good.
I
I have another answer.
You have gay friends. Did you ever learn anything from them?
From a gay friend.
Like blowjob tips.
Oh,
Look at
no.
Grandma trying to teach a class.
I like experimentation. I mean, I never bothered to ask anybody anything. I would just experiment.
Try
and-
yourself.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever, like, say you're going to do a shoot, before the shoot, what did you ever get to the person you're going to be with and like, hey, is there anything that you like more? Is there something you don't like at all?
No, honey, because when I got down on them, they were happy.
You put the hammer down on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Never had to ask.
Don't have that.
They would sit there with the biggest smile on their face and said, "Oh man, I'm enjoying this." They literally would enjoy it.
All right.
In fact, that's why they would ask for me, because they knew I enjoyed it. I wasn't doing it just to make the money.
Mhm.
I was doing it for fun.
If you cursed a lot more, it'd make it way more hotter.
You really think so? Is that what you're into?
He is
I'm just
showing
saying,
his
I
whole
mean,
little
just-
world.
Are
here.
you into that?
I'm just saying that we have our radio audience. And I'm like, he's like, man, they fucked my pussy. You know, I'm just saying.
Well, I have a young man now that does a damn good job at it. Let me
Because
tell
right
you.
now she sounds like Betty White
Oh my God!
instead of Tracy Lords trying to do.
Would you rather be more like Tracy?
Yes.
Okay.
Massive freak. I
I
love
wouldn't let him put it in my ass. I said, put it in my fucking hole, bitch.
No, I want it my pussy. You can talk about a hole all you want, but I want my pussy. Thank you.
That is hilarious.
I like that much better. In fact, I respond very well to that.
to the pussy.
Oh God, yes. Are you kidding? I used to be able to sit on top and really do a number on them, but unfortunately, as I've aged,
Mhm.
I can't do it like I used to.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's tough when you
It
can't.
happens. Yeah.
You have to compensate for it and find other ways to get to where you want to go.
Oh yeah, I always have them like where I'm stepping off of the bed so I can hit it just. Because
Really?
if I'm on the bed, you know, I'm, just like, oh, I'm wrestling with this. But if I'm like I step off the bed and hit it, oh, I'm good.
Well, good for you. Somehow or other. I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love it.
I always think it's very interesting to find two people who like the exact same thing. Or this person knows how to please that person knows how to please that person. Because you can't find that all the time. Everybody can have sex. That's one thing. But to find somebody who knows exactly what you like and what you know what they like,
It's not that hard, dear.
Oh.
Trust me. You men.
Well, I'm meeting the wrong
you,
people.
you sure are.
So everybody likes to have sex. I get that
Hey,
point.
man, push that down a couple of points.
Everybody likes to
wait a
have
minute.
sex.
Wait a minute.
Because, okay.
Wait, you and I've had sex.
Shut up! I don't know who you talking about.
Wait. There's a story. Stop. All right, so how long ago was this?
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been a,
How long is a while?
it's been a while.
It's been
Yeah.
a while.
It's
few
been a
years.
6
while.
months?
No,
A
a
year?
few years.
No, it's been a few
A
years.
few years?
Yeah.
And this was at the social club?
No, it was
No.
no.
Actually, it was his place.
Right on. Right on. There you go. All right.
Been friends ever since.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We were friends before that. What are you talking
Lester
about?
likes the white girls.
Will you quit using that name?
It's Montavious,
He
people.
likes that name. That's why I
So,
use
Monty,
it.
did you do it out of curiosity?
Oh yeah,
All
I
right.
had fun though. I had a great time.
So was I that bad?
No, bad,
Let's
not
say you
bad.
had a great time.
Yes.
I just want to hear him say it. I like hearing them talk about
Oh
it.
my God, give me another shot, quick.
See, as you can tell, he never told us this.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I know. I could tell
Oh,
that by the
I
way
gave
you guys
him-
reacted.
I gave them very little, and now they take it.
No, he wouldn't tell us shit in the fucking beginning.
Exactly, because we do it on the
No, other than-
podcast.
Save it for the podcast. This
Save
is
it
a
for the
true save it for the podcast.
Save it for the
Is there
podcast.
anything else you'd like to know?
I think we really hit all the.
I think you did too,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Don't look at
I'm
me like that.
like
You're
waiting for you
judging.
to ask Monty questions now.
You know what? They'll never look at him the same ever
Oh
again.
no, they don't look at me the same every time I've been
Oh,
over
no.
here.
No.
Every time I show up,
If
like,
it's female and white, Monty's gonna fuck
I
it.
figured that you'd done it already because you knew that she had a piercing down there.
yeah, she did. Yeah, I knew that.
Touche.
How many piercings do you have?
Right now, only one. I've lost the others.
Well, yeah.
Throughout the years,
Yeah,
I've
caught
lost
my
them.
teeth.
Not
You're
your
getting
teeth.
caught in the
dear.
teeth, people.
You can't take credit for it. So there. No, I just have to start all over again, pretty much.
Mm.
That was a good age to get tattoos. All
I don't care
nice
for
and fresh.
tattoos.
No shit.
No.
No tattoos.
My daughter has a couple, but I don't have any.
When I retire, I used to do tattoos, and I got a couple, but then
Did it yourself?
I did. Yeah, I did a tattoo. Well, no, one Randy DeShong, tattoo artist, did. I made the cover up. I had a pot leaf. My daughter was born. Blah blah blah. But anyway, I did a tattoo on my stepfather. At the time, he's about the age I am now. Which back then people didn't really kind of age well, so he kind of had that old dude skin, and it's like, you know, almost like his 50s. But I did this pristine fucking tattoo on him, and it looked fucking amazing. Even years after, it looked fucking amazing. And when you see someone his age, they would have tattoos, but they got them when they were younger.
And then
They'd be all
faded
bled
and
out
bled
and shit
out
like
and
that. Yeah, so they'd be horrible.
stretched from the
But
skin.
man, he
Yeah.
would, you know, take his shirt off and be this old dude with just beautiful tattoo, and I'm just like, that's what I'm doing. I don't want, because like right now I'm in my 40s and my tattoos are starting to bleed out. Another fucking 20 years, they'll start to bleed out really bad,
Yeah.
and I'll have to get work done. So I would really like to be to the point where I got, you know, maybe 5 more years from now and start getting work done. Then by, you know, the time I fucking croak, you know, I mean, I'll have, you know, it won't be all bled out and shit.
You want to
yeah.
look good in the coffin, right?
Well, I'm gonna be covered up with a tuxedo anyway. But for
I'm
me,
going in a coffin.
just to do it, because I got a lot more real estate now. So a lot more work on it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
you know the only reason why I don't have tattoos because I'm a colorful person, colorful personality, and I want colorful tattoos.
You know what? I never could figure out
What's that?
why a black man would have tattoos. You can
Yeah.
hardly see them. For real.
Yeah, exactly.
asking.
I
So
had
you
a
can only
hard
do
time
black.
doing
You can only do black
tattoos on
tattoos.
folks. Well, you could do that.
You can do
If you
color,
do like a
but
solid line,
Now,
like
if they-
tribal stuff, it was
Now,
a
wait
lot
a minute.
easier.
yeah.
But if you were to do like someone's portrait, I couldn't do someone's portrait.
I just like colorful tattoos to make
Yeah.
my colorful personality.
Well, they do have brighter stuff now.
They have glow in the dark shit.
glow in
they
the
have-
dark stuff, yeah.
but,
But then the black light's got to be on.
exactly.
Yeah. The black light's got to be on.
Why don't they do it in white instead of black?
It's not that
It
common,
doesn't
and
show.
then it
No,
fades
it
if you do it in
doesn't
white.
And it
Really?
fades
Yep.
It fades really quick.
didn't know
On
that.
black people, it does.
Well, I mean, your colors fade on white folks too. I mean,
Yeah.
Any more questions? I'm trying to talk and read. Ooh, excuse me.
Wait, there is one. Have you been approached to do incest scenes?
Incest
Oh my god.
with family?
Was that from Candlelight?
Of course.
Candlelight.
So like,
Did you do them? And what are your thoughts on that subject?
like stepdad takes on stepdad.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Stories. Yeah.
Hold on. I really think that no matter what porn you look at,
That's popular now.
with
That's
son and
all
stepmom.
porno.
Yes, it is popular, but I think it's all actors. They're not. Come
It's
on.
all actors.
Oh, no,
Don't-
no,
But it's
not
but
really
it's not
related.
real.
No,
They're
there's
not
no
really
But why is that
related.
such a big genre of?
If that was fucked up, but they were
That's
really
just
related.
Yeah.
that's just a new trend, is all it
I don't
is.
get it
Yeah.
though. I don't.
Well,
Because everything's got to be just harder than the last one.
Yeah.
Everything's got
Yeah.
because
They
it's a
have to
keep
sensitivity
coming
up
that
with
you
it.
built up.
they have to
I
keep
mean-
coming up with stuff that's new and
We
different.
got to
I
make
have
the
some
people of
very-
Alabama feel happy about themselves.
You know what? You're right. That's funny, but you're wrong. But that's right. I have some very good-looking people in my family, but I don't think of them sexually.
No, I don't. I
Oh,
just
no.
don't.
You
like-
shouldn't.
Exactly.
That's a good
That's a
thing.
fact.
You're acting like it's not a good thing. I want to fuck my mama.
But it's all on porn. You got a porn. It's a title. I mean, it's a.
But it's
genre.
all stepfather, stepmother,
But-
stepson.
No,
Yes.
Some of it is grandma fucking her grandson porn.
I've seen
I
that
haven't
too.
seen
I was at
Oh.
work and a dude wanted me to Google stuff, and so he handed me his phone, and when I opened his phone up, boom, right there was 4 pages of grandma porn. I'm just like, fuck, man! I gave him his phone back.
2 of them was her.
Probably,
Well, they are.
probably. But that told me he jacked off before he came. That was the last thing that was on his phone.
His cum stains are still on the phone.
He was in the fucking parking lot before he came in, jacking off, fucking coming up to me, want me to give him shit, and then he's got a phone because I didn't have it. And I had to give him a Google somewhere, and I had to sit there and go like, God, you know, I had no sanitizer. I wasn't wearing gloves.
Just shake your head. Just shake your head. I know.
You in bad
These
shape.
are men talking.
See, I
I've been in
couldn't
bad
work, I
shape
couldn't
for
work
20
in public
years.
right now. I couldn't do. I've done what you do now. It was a smaller thing, but I've had to be around the people like that.
Dude, every
And
day
I've
I look
worked at
somebody
Walmart.
dead in
Let
their
me ask
fucking
you a
eyes.
question.
I
Let
just
me
want
ask-
to punch them dead in their fucking face.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Where is the weirdest place you ever had sex?
A graveyard,
Oh, everywhere. There's
No,
no
come
weird
on.
place for me.
backseat of a car.
Back of a school bus, back in a graveyard. We fucked in a doctor's office before.
That's good.
A dentist's office. How about that? Same difference.
Yeah, everywhere.
I did it in an elevator at Upperland.
Took it to the whole nother level.
Oh yeah, Opryland Hotel. Oh, I fucked all over. They used to have a game.
No, I
room
meant
that
in the
was
elevator
included.
going up and
Do you remember
down.
the game room?
The glass
Fucked,
elevator?
What's her face?
The glass elevator.
Yeah.
You fucked
Glass
in the
elevator.
glass elevator.
Yeah.
Wow.
This girl's awesome.
Okay. Were you making it obvious?
I thought it was pretty obvious.
There you
I
go.
did it on a dance floor.
Okay.
I've done it on dance floor before.
Mhm.
Like not a swinger club, like real
No, this was a
actual
regular
club
dance
that was
floor.
packed. So packed that my pants was almost to my
No,
ankles. I was
This
like,
was not packed, and I did it anyway.
wow.
Mhm.
Y'all taking notes over there? No, good. Everything's good.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
You know, people get insane when they get in the mood like that, and it
Yes.
kind of overrides all other things. So you're like, well, why not fuck in the back of a school bus? It
Yeah.
seems perfectly fucking like
Men's
ain't nobody
bathrooms,
there.
women's bathrooms. I've already
I've
said.
given
Yeah,
head in
bathrooms
the front of the
everywhere.
bus.
right.
Was it the bus driver?
Uh-huh.
What?
Yes.
Was he driving?
No, not at that. Well, he was, but not the bus.
Not the bus.
No.
Have you ever been like driving somewhere on the interstate from like from
Yeah,
one
everybody done on
distance
the
to everything,
interstate.
and then you're trying to fuck with the truck drivers, and she's giving you
Oh,
head in order
I-
to get the truck drivers to watch.
A friend and I went
Trying
to
get them to watch.
listen. A friend and I went to a swing party at one of the, and I guess it was St. Louis. So we're traveling along, and I stripped myself down of no clothes whatsoever, and I just laid back. And the guy kept saying,
DJ Diddles.
"Please don't be careful when you pass my girlfriend. I don't want her to wake up. She's taking a nap." And these bus drivers would pass us, and you could see they were like, that was fun. All the way to St. Louis, we did that from here.
Right.
From
From
here to
here.
St. Louis.
I've gotten
Wow.
head all the way to
It was
almost all the
fun.
way to Atlanta.
Yeah,
So
it was a lot of fun.
I went up to Wisconsin. We had to go pick up this car, and it was us and another car that was following up behind. And so we decided to go to like the Radio Shack and buy the two-way radios and everything. So we went ahead and turned it onto the trucker. So we would talk to the truckers to see if there was any like cops ahead of time, so we could kind of speed, make up a little bit of time or something like that. So it was me and my girlfriend at the time, and then her brother and his girlfriend followed behind us. So we switched it to the trucker channel again to see if there's any cops around. No, they don't see anything. She gets the idea in her fucking head that she wants to fucking give me head so the fucking truck drivers could watch.
Mhm.
And we would listen to their reaction.
Oh,
So all of a
that's fun.
sudden, we would drive up, the trucker was, and you could kind of see, I couldn't see shit, but she could see them. And they would look over and everything, and they'd be like, oh my God. And they'd be like, hell, you guys see this car? Blah, blah, blah. Describe the car. We'd be going down there, and you can literally hear it. It was fucking hilarious. Fucking
Truck drivers
hilarious.
just pulling up next to you watching.
Oh.
And then you can hear them talking to each other.
Yeah.
We're listening. We got the two-way radio with
Yeah.
the fucking floorboard. Turn radio all the way
The
up.
CB
And-
radio.
Yeah, and you can fucking hear. No. This was one of the wireless
walkie-talkies.
ones. It was just between us
Oh.
and the car behind us.
Oh,
But we turned it on the setting where
On
we
the
could hear the
channel?
truckers.
Yeah.
It was the funniest shit. All the way to Wisconsin, getting my dick sucked, yay, and then just laugh at the fucking truck drivers as they were getting this free show.
Any questions? What's the question?
Who in the room has had a gay experience?
Who is that? Grandma?
Yeah, that's grandma.
Grandma. Wait. Mine is not that. Mine is not that serious.
I was 6 though.
6. What the
We
fuck?
had I talked about this on the show before. So I had when I was in New York, we were all kind of finding ourselves, and when there was like this group, there was equal number of boys and girls, and there was this. It kills me because Jim Norton talks about this exact same thing. He's from where I am, so it must be something in the fucking water. But
Don't
we're in
blame the water.
Long Island, New York, and it was essentially a blowjob kid. We didn't know what gay or straight was. It was just like, well, you got it was like show and tell that turned into
Putting this in your mouth.
kindergarten porn.
can I tell you about my gay experience with Nina Hartley?
Please.
Boy,
I don't
boy.
want to hear about a 6-year-old gay experience.
Lester does.
I had. Lester will listen to anything.
Would you quit using that name?
But we like it. I like it.
That's the best time right there.
This one time when I was with Nina, she was demonstrating to other people with a dildo that she was fucking me with,
Yeah.
and fucking me doggy
You
style.
were the demonstratee.
Yes, of course.
You're the one. Yeah.
And
getting hot
when
in here.
she was talking about it, all of a sudden she pulled back, and the whole apparatus was stuck to me, and it wouldn't go back with her. It's elastic.
You got a good
She
grip.
also-
She
like
says,
dogs.
"Oh my God, look at this!" She said, "She even pulls it in so you can't even. It pulls away from you." And everybody was like, "Oh my God,"
Get up under that.
Yeah, they thought it was great.
Oh yeah.
Like dog food and stuff.
Hey, yeah, well, kind of like that, a little bit. Well,
Just
that was
love it when a
fun.
girl coughs while they're up
Coughs.
in there and it's got the extra grip. You're just like, you just cough continuously.
Don't stop.
This is the best show we've had in a while, y'all. I don't care what y'all say. This is hilarious.
Did you know that if a woman has sex continuously throughout her life, she'll never have to worry about wearing diapers?
Well, yeah, because she's constantly
serious.
working the Kegels.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of women that wear diapers, and I'm going, I don't. I think it's hilarious.
There is a fetish about wearing diapers, even if you don't need them.
There are
But I don't.
people
I
that
don't.
are into
Under,
diapers.
I don't get it. Cause okay, I had this one girl that she wanted to play the little girl role. Man, that's not a turn on for me.
No.
I don't like that.
No.
I want you to at least
Unless
play-
she's Japanese.
No, she was.
Japanese.
What the? I don't. She was of age, but she played the role of a younger girl. I'm like, I didn't find it attractive at all.
No, that sucks.
So go play.
That's scary because that's borderline shit.
Yes, exactly.
I once knew a chick that was into getting raped, and I had to find out the hard way that's what she was into.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
wow.
I met her, and then she
Oh,
was
I got
always
some
like,
stories about
no,
that.
no. And of course, you
I'm gonna
respect
get
that.
some more.
And then you fucking 2
Find
weeks
out.
later, you were like, hey, fucking call her out on her fucking shit, So I called her out on the shit. Of course,
Give me one
everything
more
that,
Coke,
that's
please.
what she was
Thank
into.
you.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what the
Take
fuck
your
that she
time.
was into. But she wouldn't want it any other way. You know, if I went and did it
That's
kind of,
sick.
yeah,
That
I
is
got-
really
I
sick.
got a
I
story.
had to break it off.
It's
I
like
mean,
this one girl that we knew at one of the.
Candleass knows her. I was with her with fucking Candleass, man. Candleass, do you remember Rape Chick? Remember when we were living together and I was with that chick from the record shop?
No, I like it.
You like Rape?
If it's consent and she's okay with it, then I'm okay with it. We can play roles. We
Okay.
can play
But
and,
It's
to
role
me,
and
playing.
act.
after
Hold on.
about 2 weeks of role playing in this way, it got dangerous to me
Well,
because
yeah,
it was
that-
changing my thought process.
Yeah. That's different.
No, it's for me. It's all about role.
It was
play.
like when I played Grand Theft Auto 3 for the first time. For 2 weeks, I had to put it down because there was a point where someone
You
cut
could-
me
yeah.
off
You
in
just want to
traffic.
run him over?
Yeah,
Yeah.
cut him down.
God
Fuck
damn it, I
you.
just want to kill you. Then I'd have to go home and play that fucking game just to get that frustration
Yeah.
out.
Wow.
I wouldn't even try and play the story mode. I just go running around, running
Yeah.
people over, and
That was the best part of that
But-
game.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just for me. I like it. If it's role play, I'll do it. But if it's real, I don't want to do it.
No.
If you like tell, no. If you say, okay, I'm giving you consent and let's do this, I'm okay with it. And just for that particular time being, I don't want to do it, 24/7.
But this wasn't even upfront like, hey, this is what I'm into. This is like,
we
you're
talked
going to
about
find
it
out
out.
and I'm going to test you and see what kind of person you are. And then you're like, well, did I fail the test because now I'm taking it?
Nah,
Yeah.
It's one of
Well,
those-
see, this one girl that I knew that was at a party, she wanted people to beat her,
nah.
and they did. Well, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
They beat her so bad, one whole side of her was all black and blue.
And she
You
was
think-
okay with it.
Yeah, but 2 weeks later she died.
What? Okay, that's
Yeah.
no, that's too far.
Yeah.
Well, that's trauma. I mean, it's physical
Yeah.
trauma.
It is trauma.
Right. And
No, it's mental
she
trauma.
was
She probably
proud
had
of all of
before
it.
that.
She was saying, "I wish they had done the other side too," and she was proud
So
of
it
it.
was
Nah,
jaguar.
nah.
She
So
was-
like a leopard.
She
was
she
like
to
she's
be beat.
what do you call it? Sadistic, not masculine.
Masochistic.
There you go. I can't
Yeah.
get it out.
Yeah,
I've been
masochistic.
drinking too much.
Well, the masochists that want to take the shit, the sadists that give it out.
Yeah.
Right. She had 2 or 3 guys do her.
Oh, the girl's bladder can't hold their shit.
Oh,
Oh, well.
thank you.
Oh, is it over?
No,
No.
it's not over. It's just she has to go pee, I guess. Any more questions?
How long have we been going?
An
Good hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, 20? I didn't see
Alright.
20.
You guys want to do one more shot and call it?
I want to hear her questions.
You got more questions?
Why am I being singled out?
Because
anybody
I know
else-
you have questions.
What's on the board? Does anybody else have
Please
anything?
ask.
Well, Candleass, it was Cynthia, right? The one that you were talking about?
No.
Well, Candleass, I mean, that's the name he put up there, Cynthia with the question mark.
No, she was the girlfriend I broke up to be with the girl who wound up using the shit from the Cynthia relationship.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, Candleass has been there from the day me and him. Well, from the same period when you and me. I think I met
Yeah.
Candleass maybe
Okay.
about 6 months before I met you.
There's another
Yeah.
question. There's another comment. What is that? The last one.
Tell about some famous people you have met not in porn.
Famous. Okay.
Anybody famous you've met that isn't in porn?
John Wayne.
John
Holy
Wayne.
shit.
Yeah, I met John
Wow.
Wayne. And the one that played
Where are you going?
How big was the dick? I'm just kidding.
I was going to ask,
I-
did you give him a blowjob? or
No, I
anything?
didn't. No, I didn't. I just met him.
No
So,
good.
so my father.
And Carl Sagan, I met him, got his autograph.
No
Wow.
shit.
I have his
Did you
autograph.
fuck Carl Sagan?
No.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry,
no.
you
That's
prefer
what they
that
can
for-
I
ask
love
anything they
Carl
want.
Sagan. He's like a hero to me. I love Carl
Carl
Sagan.
Sagan is
Yeah.
awesome.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
really?
a hero
Right.
too.
You met
Yeah,
him?
you met him?
A while back
fucked
when he first. No. Unfortunately, I've not had that pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.
He probably has a big dick.
I'd fuck him.
Well,
It took you out, it took you out of
You'd
this
probably
world.
at least lick his ass, right?
Damn.
No, I would lick his ass. No.
do something. And let's see, I was trying to the guy that played Little Joe. Oh, that was hilarious.
Little Joe on what?
On what was the name?
Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Bonanza?
Thank you.
Oh,
Little
Bonanza.
Joe.
Good
Okay.
Lord.
He was giving autographs out this one day, and he was talking, and he kept turning around this way, and I kept going around this way, and I kept end up being back to him. Finally, I got tired of it, and I thought, son of a bitch.
His
I'm not
ass.
going to take this anymore. So I grabbed his shoulder and I yanked him towards me. And he landed in front of me and he looked up at me and said, excuse me, what do you want? And I said, I want your autograph, sir.
And you got
Okay.
it?
And he gave it to me and he said, who do I make this out to? I said, my brother. I didn't want it for me. He said, well, what about you? I said, I don't want one. I just want one for him. And I got it and I walked away.
All right.
You sign my shit now. Get
Yeah.
the hell out of here.
But I kept going around trying to get it, and he kept turning away from me. And I finally got tired of it, and I said, I'm not going to take this anymore. So I just grabbed him.
I met Thelma from Good Times.
All right.
Nobody knows who that is. do they?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, of course.
That's
was it?
hilarious. Thelma from Good Times.
Who?
The daughter from
Oh,
Good
yeah,
Times.
yeah, the daughter.
So there you
I
go.
remember that. I was trying to think who else. I've met a few.
I met Tony Hawk. You know who that is?
Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, it sucks. The convention that the horror convention that's in Nashville got canceled, postponed. Cause of the
Oh yeah,
virus.
Mhm.
yeah, everything.
But
Program
I love going to the horror conventions and meeting all the actors from the horror movies. I met like Tony Todd and all these other motherfuckers. Man. Candyman.
Oh, Kenny Rogers is another one I met.
Oh, you met Kenny Rogers? He just died recently.
I know.
Oh,
I know. That
That's-
was sad. I have his autograph, Carl Sagan's. I have a few.
You got Carl's autograph.
crap. Who's the guy?
When
And
he
I-
was here doing that nuclear winter seminar,
Really?
I know
yeah.
you would
He
know
was
who
here.
this is.
he was here. This was
I'm
back in
trying
the
to know
80s
that.
when he was here.
Captain
Oh.
Stubing.
That's when.
No.
Captain
Captain
Steuben.
No, that's not it.
That's
Okay.
from Love Boat.
No, that's not it. I'm totally got my shit wrong. The guy, 100,000 Maniacs. The dude with the beard, bald head.
Oh,
Looks like
Robert
you.
England.
No, that's
Wow.
Freddy Krueger. Oh fuck, what is his name? I had to pull it up now.
Captain Spaulding.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, that's
Damn.
Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects. That's what I'm talking about. I met
Oh,
him
really?
before.
Oh yeah,
At the yeah.
He's
At
got
the
a picture where they look almost.
That's what I'm
father and
saying.
son. It's like
Yeah.
father and son. Yeah.
bald
Yeah.
head, beard. Yes. So
he
yeah,
died
man.
recently too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last year.
All the good
That's
ones
true.
are dying off.
Good lord, man, this is crazy.
Well, I really hate that I'm at the age now where all these cats that I grew up to, or then now they're starting to die off. I'm just like, fuck. And you hear it. I mean, like I remember the first time I heard someone die that I really got fucking emotional about was Jerry Garcia.
Oh,
When
You know
I heard
who
Jerry
I-
Garcia died? I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
Mine was John Ritter.
oh
John Ritter
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
am
that
a
was
huge
sad.
Three's Company fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck
And
yeah.
when
He
he
was
died,
great.
I was like, oh my God, this dude has died.
Yeah.
And I missed a chance to meet
Because that was unexpected to me.
Yes,
very
That's what
yes.
got
unexpected.
me. I was like, what?
Was that an aneurysm that he had?
Oh,
or something?
yeah.
Yeah.
What about Robin Williams?
Robin
Yeah,
Williams was
yeah.
Well, that was kind of
you
expected
you
because
can
he
see
was
that
a
shit
little,
coming a mile
yeah.
away.
not really. It
Yeah.
depends on what
Yeah.
you were. when-
There
what
was something
time
not
period.
wired. I don't care what you
I
say.
I was
Something
surprised
not
he
wired
lasted
right.
as long as he did.
Yes.
I really
he
was.
didn't do it years before.
I
I thought
agree.
he
I
was
was
just going to make
surprised.
it. And when he didn't, that surprised me because I didn't expect it then.
No.
I-
I didn't expect him to last as long as he did. I was surprised that he did.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. There's so many people like, good Lord. Good Lord. Wow. Why they gotta go?
It's a drum kit there, Anna. Banana, Fofana, and that beautiful Deliciously Nothing shirt.
It is. I love
Are you
it.
filming?
I'd love to
Yeah.
have one of those
Oh,
shirts.
We gotta get you one.
Yeah.
We
Could
gotta
I
get
have
you
one
one.
of Have I
We-
earned one of
Well,
those
we
shirts?
gotta get you some cleavage in your shirt.
One.
We gotta put you some
You
cleavage in
think
your
I got
shirt.
enough cleavage
Only
here?
if you model it for us.
Exactly.
I can do that.
Have y'all enjoyed her?
The box
Yeah,
back
it's
there.
been-
Yes,
it's-
yes.
It's been a great podcast.
Has this been a great podcast
This
because of her?
has been amazing.
Ginni Lewis is one of my best friends. I love her to death.
Thank you.
And yes, we've done it.
All right, we've done an hour and a half.
Yes,
guys.
we've done it.
All right, hey,
Hey, everybody.
as soon as they lift the lockdown on Tennessee,
We will be back.
Everybody stay safe. Stay 6 feet away from it. Stay the fuck home. Just stay home.
Again,
stay
hey,
home.
Again, thank you for Ginni Lewis for being here, y'all.
Thank
She's
you,
been
Jenny.
amazing. She's been awesome. This has been the craziest conversation we ever had on this show. And I love her to death.
I'm good to come
She's
back.
80
if you
and
like.
she's still
Oh,
active.
please.
I love
Everybody give
you
it
guys.
up. We do want everybody to give
I
it
love
up.
you guys.
We do.
Thank
We do.
you.
We want you
Thank
to
you
come
very
back.
much. I
We will pick
appreciate
a
it.
date. We will set up a time.
It
Y'all
was
be
fun.
safe.
It was
Y'all
fun.
be good.
Take
Be
care of your
safe.
neighbors. Check on your friends, your
6
family.
feet away from everybody.
Make
Fuck
sure
you all.
everybody.
Good night.
Fuck you all. Good night.
Oh, that was great.
Did you enjoy it?